leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One more time with ETN. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line, down at the 2. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Now the try here for the point after. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The return is Brandon Powell. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Going right back to Akers. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got some space here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. Working with a 2nd and 3. Stafford. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. After the sack on 1st down, Stafford. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is, in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to St. Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. They shakes him, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 37 yards. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the Giants are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Throwing Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And Rudolph has it left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Gano's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Open man right side is St. Brown. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
Into a sea of defenders. And
puts it on the carpet. It's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Play action, now it's Tua, rolling to his right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QB's look.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. The loop. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Jags grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Lawrence. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Lawrence. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From midfield now, Lawrence on the slant. He'll get it to Jones. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 50 yards. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On the move to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his left. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Tua now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right?
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Lawrence going to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs were...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
From the 39, Lawrence has slant to Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, second down. Lawrence will throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 3 yards the gain there. Second down. Gaskin. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Myles Gaskin taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. To the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake.